So in 2020, City Council made a resolution to go clean and renewable energy 100% by 2050 with a midterm goal of 50% by 2030. We had actually bought 2 clean vehicles as pilots 10 years ago. So we have a Nissan Leaf that's still in the fleet, and this year we have added 8 other vehicles. So this year we added an e-transit van to our utilities. We also have 4 Teslas and 3 Ford Lightnings. And we have 6 from EECBG grants that are on order. The key is to see our fuel usage and our greenhouse gases go down. I think it's also important for cities as they do transition to heavier duty vehicles to think about the emissions that you're saving there locally. And how important that is, because a lot of the ones that get a lot of those emissions are those that have been disadvantaged in other ways, and the people who are out there on the road and breathing that in. Right now, the Ford Lightnings are almost on par with the regular, or at least the hybrid vehicles. So that makes it an easier choice. With the Teslas, we bought them on contract, and with the current ones on order, we did get an EECBG grant. So a lot of people are using those for different energy savings. We took them for EV chargers and for EV. And we actually had asked for 4, and due to the current prices of those Ford Lightnings, we were able to get 6. The biggest challenge is getting the infrastructure ready. When you're at a city and you've got buildings all over the place, every time a different department gets another vehicle, they also have to get a charger. First is you need to have a plan. You need to know what are the vehicles you're going to be replacing in the near future. You need to know that also so you can have a charging plan. Because if you get vehicles and you don't have a place to charge them, you're not going to have a good rollout. So you need to know where are those vehicles going to be. Now, if you're a very large organization like us, I say take use of the help that you can get. We've been able to take use of free consulting offered by some government agencies. Cities are one of the best ones to have electric vehicles, because the biggest problem with electric vehicles now is if you want to go cross country. We rarely in the city drive enough to go beyond the 300 miles that most electric vehicles can go. So we are the perfect ones to be early adopters of EVs. Work on some of the Ford Lightnings that we have and the incoming EECBG grants. We have 6 chargers going up in City Hall parking lots. Also getting our next RFP ready. Our first solar installation was last December, and we're getting our next solar installations RFP ready.
We have for many years tried very hard to be energy efficient, and that's probably motivated as much by the cost benefits as it is environmental. Looking at our transportation infrastructure, like 80 vehicles that we maintain just for the maintenance and operations and fleet side of things. And those we have been working to move towards electric as quickly as we can afford to. Almost every car in our fleet is hybrid. For us, there was no logical reason not to have a hybrid vehicle. So we bought our first Leaf maybe 4 years ago. We have 3 Nissan Leafs now. Probably the coolest vehicle we have, because I think everybody should be doing that, has a campus police department. We recently bought a Ford Mach-E as a police vehicle, providing electrical charging options for students, faculty, and everybody else. And we were fortunate to get a grant from the state of North Carolina that actually came out of the VW money to put in electrical charging stations. We're an ideal electric vehicle site. We only service inside of Guilford County, so range is not an issue. Having home charging where you're paying the lowest utility rates is not an issue. And then the maintenance on the vehicles is so much cheaper. Our experience has been that they're a much more cost-effective way for us to provide our services. I actually did a small study, and I found out in 10 years I can save $30,000 per vehicle converting over. And I'll give you a reason why. The gas range for our police vehicles is between 5 and 6 miles a gallon. I would really promote that to all my sister agencies. The feedback has been initially negative from the standpoint of, oh, you're just trying to be woke, or, why are we doing this for, this is silly, to, no, this makes a ton of sense, and I get it, and I like it, and, when are we going to get another one? From the standpoint of the charging stations, the feedback on that was just instantaneously, very, very positive. Even from a lot of students and people that didn't have electric cars, they were just really happy to see that the college had put in charging stations. So, and as I said, it actually influenced a few people to actually buy electric vehicles since they work here and they come here every day, and they thought, why not? They are more expensive, and so that's been a little bit of a stumbling block for us, but the state has started to include more electric vehicles in the state contract, which is what we have to buy from, and that gives us a lot more options. As far as transitioning to electric, we haven't gotten any grants. We got a grant to cover the charging stations. We usually have money in the budget to replace 2 to 3 vehicles. Basically, with a few exceptions, every time we replace a vehicle, it'll be with an EV until we get our fleet mostly converted over there.
After failing miserably at retirement, I'm looking for something to fill this building with, and thought it would be fun to offer Segway tours. Keep it organic, keep it fun, and show off the community. Trolleys were added. We started groups, put them in a trolley, so we get 30 vehicles off the road and do a nice diesel engine and share some of the fun spots, the people in the triad. After that, we added paddle boarding and then pedal assist bikes. We were the first in the triad to do both paddle boarding, segways, and pedal assist bikes. So the origin was just a matter of giving back to the community and enjoying and showing off things that are a little bit organic and, of course, sustainable, environmentally friendly. Well, they do get attention. Definitely increase customer interest, because I'm just passionate about the planet surviving, so I don't know if it's a benefit to anybody else. I find it intriguing. Love not having to stop at gas stations, but these are simple, fun, easy to maintain. Well, as I say, first there's the fear factor. These are not motorized vehicles, which are not allowed some places. It's a matter of bringing everybody together, sharing the walking lanes, sharing the greenways, sharing the bike paths. So access, I would say. We just like to do a good job. We love to work with groups. What's cool about groups is you've got if it's a corporate group, each one of them has a family, friend, neighbors, other coworkers, church members that ought to get out and do it too. So most of our business actually is repeat. I don't know that anybody comes here just once because they get so excited about what's possible.